Hi everyone, welcome to this Pilates practice. My name's Debbie and I'm going to be taking you through this practice today. We're going to continue to do beginners work, so it's going to be another beginners practice. We're going to start a little bit different today, standing up. We're going to be working our spine, manipulating the spine, rolling it, etc. And we're going to be using hand weights and we're going to be using a block. So if you're very new and you don't have something like a block, maybe you've got a book that you got handy, sort of, it's not, as you can see, it's not overly thick. Hand weights, not great big massive hand weights, just light hand weights, just to hold us when we're doing certain moves. If you haven't got hand weights, clench your fists, work with your fists, and as I say quite frequently, you can use maybe water bottles, but not empty. Obviously got water in them so you can hold them like that. So if you are brand new to Pilates, I really do hope you're going to like this practice, and I hope you come back and you do more of my practices. We're going to start by standing up today. So as I said, we're going to be working our spine. So before we do too much, we're going to roll the spine. Actually, I'm just going to adjust my camera. We were just chopping my head off a little bit there. So yeah, we're going to warm the spine up. Normally I do a lay down and I check in with our bodies before we start practice. We are going to do that, but we're going to do it slightly different today. We're going to do it because I want to work the spine, manipulate it and roll it. We're going to do that first. We're going to come down, we're going to do a little bit of cat-cow, and we're going to go into a child's pose and take some relaxation and focusing on our bodies at that point. So standing here, we're standing tall, we've got our feet hip width apart, and we're standing nice and tall with a nice long spine. We take our shoulders back and down. Now for the Pilates roll up, roll down, with Pilates we breathe in through the mouth, we breathe out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Every breath in, we pull our core, every breath out, we squeeze the core tighter. So we're holding this core, we want this core strength here to support our spines. So we roll our shoulders back and down, we breathe in through the nose. As we're breathing out through the mouth, we slowly drop our chin to chest. Now, as we're coming down, you might find that you run out of breath here and you're thinking, well, I can't keep just letting the air out here. If you need to take an extra breath, breathe in, again hold the core tight, breathe out and keep it pulled in. Okay, we're going to work focusing on our glutes, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your legs here, squeezing everything tight. Rolling our shoulders back and down, breathing in through the nose, and as we breathe out through the mouth, we drop our chin to our chest. The head comes down, the neck comes down, the shoulders come forward. Hands to the front of the legs, allow them to roll down the front of your legs. Now you go to your point of comfort. If that be here, then so be it. You come down as far as you can. Don't forget, this is our first move today, so our spines may be a little bit, unwarmed up. They might be a little bit stiff, so don't force them down. You come to your point of comfort and you just hang there. Now, I've been out on a long walk, so my spine's quite warm, but if you're not warmed up, then don't come all the way down just for the moment. So you allow yourself to hang there. You breathe in through the nose and you breathe out through the mouth, trying to squeeze the core. I know it's quite hard when you're actually going down, but you can still squeeze your glutes, you can still squeeze your legs here. Breathe in through the nose, and as we breathe out through the mouth, we start to lift. We come up one vertebrae at a time, very slowly, squeezing those glutes, squeeze that core. You allow the lower spine to come up, your mid spine to come up, your upper spine will come up, the shoulders go back and down, the neck lifts, and finally your head will come up. Bear with me one sec. Sorry guys, I should have been prepared, shouldn't I? This is my practice. Debbie's never prepared. Okay, going at the mat, shoulders back and down, standing tall, breathing in through the nose. As we breathe out through the mouth, our chin goes to chest. The head comes down, the neck, and then the shoulders come forward, the hands to the front of your legs. You're squeezing that core, you're squeezing the glutes, you're breathing in every breath, in and out, you're holding that core. You come to your point of comfort and you hang there. You take a few breaths, breathing in through the nose,
breathing out through the mouth, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Next breath in, pulling in that core, breathing out, holding that core tight. We come up one vertebrae at a time. The lower, the mid, and the upper spine roll up. When you get to that point where the spine's straight, your shoulders will come back and down. Your neck then lifts, and finally your head. Okay, let's do that again. Breathing in, holding that core. Breathing out through the mouth, chin to chest. Down it comes, neck comes down, shoulders forward. One vertebrae, upper, mid and lower. All the way to your point of comfort. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, squeeze everything tight. Hang in there, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Next breath in, pull the core as tight as you can. And as you breathe out, holding that core tight, you come up one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the top. Slowly working that spine, opening the vertebrae, allowing it to breathe. Lower, mid, upper, shoulders, neck and head. This time when we come down, we're going to come to the floor, so you probably need to bend your knees, shoulders back and down, breathing in, pulling in the core, and as you breathe out, go chin to chest, head comes down, you're pulling that core tight, shoulders come forward, hands to the front of your legs as you come down, one vertebrae, very, very slowly, as slow as you can do this, squeezing everything tight, really slow. When you get to the point where you can't bend over anymore, bend the knees, taking your hands to the mat, walking yourself forward, bringing yourself down into what is known as flat back tabletop position here. Okay, so here we're just going to roll the spine a bit more. We're going to do cat-cow. So the classic cat-cow is to breathe in and breathe out. And as you're breathing out, you're pushing your spine, squeezing your core, you're pushing your spine, opening the spine, and as you're breathing in, you're dropping the spine down and you're lifting your head up, holding the core where you can. Okay, with me, I like to roll the spine as I'm coming up and roll the spine as I go back. Okay, you take your choice and you do a few cat-cow with your breath. So breathing in as we come up, breathing out as we roll down, breathing in through the nose as you come up, breathing out through the mouth as you roll back. Squeeze, really push up, really squeeze, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Coming back to all four position. Okay, what you're going to do now, we've got our feet, they're not curled under, they've got our feet nice and flat. We're coming back and we're sitting onto our heels. Okay, from here, we're not taking our knees mat width, we're keeping them here now. We're just going to drop ourselves down. This is where you might want your block, okay, your book, whatever you might have. So as you come down, you might want to rest your head, your forehead, onto the block. Obviously you've got different heights, whatever's good for you. Okay, or you can take your forehead down to the mat. Okay, whatever works best for you. Okay, and then you're going to take your hands out in front. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. You can close your eyes down as you're looking down towards the mat. More breath, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. And then I want you to take your hands around your sides, palms facing upwards. Head still down, either on your block or on the mat. And again, take some more deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. You do it with your breath. The core would not be held here because it's too tight, but you can squeeze your glutes. And then I want you to start to just let everything go. So start to really relax down into that pose there.
this child's pose. This is a pose that you can take any point throughout a practice. If you're feeling tired, feel you need to take a rest, this is the pose to take. Okay, so allow yourselves to really sink down into this pose now, relaxing and releasing everything out. Just manipulate your forehead, rolling it across the mat. So rolling your head from one way to the other, or if you're on a block, just rolling it so you're massaging your forehead. Just the head rolling, nothing else. Go back to centre and release down. Allow the shoulders to drop now. Really drop those shoulders. Release your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms and your hands. Relax them down. How are your legs feeling underneath you? Are they tense? Soften them down, let them go, let them release. Let the core go, let the glutes go, let everything just relax down. And then taking your right hand out in front of you, up onto your fingertips and stretch the right hand side. Really pull up, stretching, and then releasing that arm back down. Take that on the left hand side, taking your left arm out. Pushing into the fingertips, feeling the stretch along the arm and the top of the shoulder. Release back down. Take both arms out in front, up onto the fingertips. Stretching in both fingertips, push down in the fingertips and push into your arms so you're pushing your shoulders backwards and you'll feel a stretch. So as you're pushing into your fingers, push your arms away, push in the shoulders and then push yourself up, back to a seated position. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of side turning before we come down. I'll face you and show you what we're actually going to do. So you take your hands out and you hold on to your shoulders. Okay, we're still sitting on our fours and we just turn. Okay, the hips are sitting forward, they're not moving. We're not turning our hips or anything, we're just turning the shoulders. So it won't be a massive move. And then back to centre and then back round, back to centre. Keeping that core in, so you're breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out through the mouth, you hold that core tight and you just turn just gently to the right. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, you come back to centre. Hold the core tight. Breathing in, pull the core tighter. And as you breathe out, you just take yourself to the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. It's breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And then come back to centre. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to come up and we're going to do it from all fours, the same thing. Okay, but it's going to be a little bit hard now because you're going to want to start where we were sitting down, our glutes were being held a little bit firmer. Here you're going to, yourself is going to want to start to turn at the hips. Don't allow them, keep the hips straight, keeping them forward. Okay, so we've got our hands back up here and we're just turning, just gently. Coming back to centre, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. All the time the hips are facing forward, don't allow them to roll. If you allow them to roll, you're going to be coming right round here. That's not the aim of it. The aim is just to take the shoulders round and back. We're manipulating the waist but we're not allowing it to turn. Amazing. Okay, now bring yourself down onto your mats so that we're laying onto the mat now. So we're going to take a swim. Okay, we've got our arms long out in front of us. We're going to have our forehead downwards. It won't be touching the mat, it's going to be hovering. The neck's going to be in line with the spine, so we don't want it dropping down. We want the neck in line with the spine. Okay, so as you can see, my neck is in line with the spine. I've not got it dropped and I'm not holding it up. So we've got it in line. Got our arms out in front. We'll start with the arms first. We're going to lift them, alternate lifts. Okay, so with the head down, you start to lift the right arm and the left, hovering them off the floor where you can. Let's swim in. Releasing down. We're going to take that with the legs. So we see if we can alternate with the legs, keeping that core held tight. Alternate your legs up and down, and then see if we can do opposite arm to opposite leg. So as we're coming up, we'll be swimming. Now if that's too much, stick with just the arms, okay? So breathing in and holding that core tight, and as you breathe out, you're squeezing that core, arms and legs up, and alternate up and down swimming. Keep the core tight. You're going to feel this in the lower spine. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And then release down. Okay, just allow your head to drop for a moment. And then we're going to take another swim pose where we come up as if we're doing breaststroke and we push away. Okay, again, we're holding the core nice and tight. So we're breathing in, we're pulling in that core. And as we breathe out, we bring the arms back. We lift in our swan dive, we push forward. The arms are not touching the floor at any point here. If that's too much, go back to the arms, swim here, and then you can put the arms down. But keep holding your core at all times, okay? Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in through the mouth, holding the core. Breathing out through the mouth. Sorry, breathing in through the nose, holding the core. Breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you swim. Two more. And then come back, taking the right hand down, left hand on top, put your forehead there and rest. Allow everything to release down. And then we want to release off the lower spine, so you're going to jiggle the glutes. So sort of jiggle the top of your legs, your waist area, allow it to free out. You've been holding them for the swim. We don't want to aggravate the spine, so release it out. And then gently roll yourself over onto your backs. Okay, this is where we're going to be using hand weights. So take the hand weights down to the sides. Okay. First of all, it won't be just yet with the hand weights, but we will be using them shortly, so do have them by. We're going to do some bridge. Okay, so we're going to roll our spine again, and we're going to be lifting it up. We're going to take it slowly. We're going to take it with our breath. So you're going to breathe in, you're pulling in the core. Actually bring the feet so that they're close. So you should probably be able to touch your heels here, bringing the feet close. But if you can't, don't worry. You know, the more you do these practices, the more you'll be able to, move and closer, and things will become easier. So breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, just tilt the pelvis upwards, but squeeze the core, squeeze it tight. Releasing down, holding the core tight. Breathing in, breathing out, tilt the pelvis.
Breathing in as you release down. Holding the core tight. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in through the nose as you lower. Breathing out through the mouth as you raise up. Squeezing those glutes. Really squeeze them. If you're doing it properly, you'll start to feel the real lower glute area working, the lower muscles that we don't actually sort of take a lot of notice of until we're doing something like this, and then you start to realise there's more muscles around that core area that we don't work enough. So keep working them now, and then release, but don't let the core go, just releasing down to your nice flat back. So breathing in, pulling in the core, and as you breathe out, tilt that pelvis and then start to lift. So pushing into your heels, squeeze your glutes, hold that core and gently push yourself up into a little bridge. Okay, you can take your hands down for support. Right, you don't have to, a lot of the time I take my hands away, so don't always watch what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm saying, and if you need your hands down for support, you put them there. You're breathing in, you squeeze that core, you squeeze that glute, and as you breathe out, you start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, really, really slowly. The upper, the mid and the lower spine, and finally the tailbone will come down. Hold the core, don't release it. So that move of coming up, rolling up and down is very similar to what we were doing with our Pilates roll up and roll down. One vertebrae. Do it as slow as you can, work each vertebrae at a time. So breathing in, pulling in the core tighter, and as you breathe out, you squeeze the glutes, you squeeze the core, you're breathing out through the mouth, and you're raising yourself up all the way, hands down for support if you need it, all the way to the top. Squeeze those glutes hard, hold it up there, hold it tight. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, you come down one vertebrae, slow as you can, the upper, feel that spine as it rolls onto the mat. The mid, the lower spine, rolls down to finally your tailbone and you're holding your core. Breathing in, pull the core even tighter. And as you breathe out through the mouth, you push into your feet, you squeeze the glutes, you squeeze your core, and you rise up again into your bridge pose. And when you're up here, holding it here this time, just see if you can take your hands up and over your head. If you can't, stay where you are. Holding it there, breathing in, pulling in that core. And as you breathe out, you bring your hands back over, down to the floor. Breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, you roll down one vertebrae all the way to the floor. Gently, gently, gently. Breathing in, pulling in the core. Breathing out, you squeeze those glutes, squeeze those core, push yourself up again into your bridge pose. Taking your hands overhead, breathing in, and this time as you breathe out, you bring the hands up and you start to roll the spine down at the same time. You've got the hands rolling down with the spine, reaching the floor at the same time. Don't let the core go. Breathing in, pulling that core, breathing out. Let's rise up again, coming ourselves up into that bridge pose, taking ourselves up. This time, we're going to take, if we can, our hands underneath, clasp them together, and roll our shoulders under, and gently push ourselves up into a deeper spinal stretch. Pushing up there, holding it there, squeeze those glutes. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Releasing the hands, breathing in through the nose. And as we breathe out through the mouth, we gently come all the way back down to the floor again, one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to come down is your tailbone. Okay, release the core just a little bit now. Just relax the core, let it go. Releasing your spine, take your legs long. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Taking your arms overhead for a full body stretch here. Let's stretch the spine that we've just been working. Breathing in through the nose. And as we breathe out through the mouth, you push your spine in gently down into the mat. You push away with your arms, you squeeze and you push away with your toes. Really push everything away, holding it,
and then release. Bringing the feet back up. Gently bring your right leg in towards you, squeezing it. Release it down, hold the core, breathing in, breathing out as you bring that left leg in, still holding the core. And then come over onto your left hand side and just gently push yourself up to seated. And this is where we're going to be using our weights, okay? So we've got our weights either side of us. We've got, if we haven't got weights, we're clenching fists, as I said before. We're working our fists, so we're coming down, we've got our fists, we're working our arms, we're not allowing them to slack, and we're coming back up, and we're holding them here. So we're going to be releasing down and coming back up. Trying to keep the feet on the floor. If that means you're only coming to here, if you're going back here and your feet are lifting, you've come too far down, bring yourselves back up. If you've got weights, you can use your weights, okay? So we're going to do 8. Breathing in, breathing out as you lower down, holding that core. Breathing in as you come back up. 7. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. 6. 5. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. 3. 2, and the last one, and coming up. Release those down. We're going to take a little bit of side work with our roll backs now. So when we're coming back, we're holding it, and we're taking our turn to the right, back to centre, turn to the left, back to centre, and rolling ourselves up. Okay, I know this is like hard work. Works the core really well, and again, with now our spine should be nice and warm. It should be able to hold us gently while we're coming back there. So we're doing 8 of those again. So breathing in, breathing out, keeping the core tight. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out as you come up. Breathing in through the nose as you go down. Breathing out as you turn to the left. Breathing in as you come back to centre. Breathing out, you're going to be turning to the right. I've done it the opposite way around. Breathing in, breathing out as you come up. Hopefully I'll get it right this time. Breathing in, breathing out as you come down. Breathing in as you go over to the left. Breathing out back to centre. Breathing in over to the right. Breathing out back to centre. Breathing in, breathing out as we come up. That was 2. Coming down, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out as you come back up. That's 5. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 4. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out as you sit back up. That's 4. Oh, that 4, yeah. So we're going down for 3. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing into centre, breathing out to left, breathing into centre, breathing out, come back up. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. That's 2. Got last one, breathing in, breathing out as you come down, breathing in as you go over to the right. Breathing into centre, breathing out as you go to left, breathing into centre, breathing out as you come back up. Not 100% I've got all that breathing there right. It's quite difficult trying to talk and breathe at the same time, but I think you got the gist of like where we're breathing out as we're turning and we're breathing in as we're coming back up. So that was quite good. I enjoyed that one. Okay, so from here, We're going to try and do a little boat pose. So again, this is not overly easy. You can hold your hand weights if you wish. You can do it with clenched fists. So here we're just going to sit, so we're sort of slightly backwards with our spine. So we're not totally upright, we're just slightly bending backwards. Got holding behind our thighs for support, taking our right leg up, bringing it down, taking our left leg up and bringing it down. Let's do that again. Breathing in, hold the core, and as you breathe out, lifting the right leg, taking it down, lifting the left leg, taking it down. Now this time, if you want to try and lift both legs, so bringing the left leg up, bringing the right leg up to join it, you can take your hands away, you can hold your weights, whatever's good for you. This is boat pose, so we're going to hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you could hold it here. You don't have to have the legs straight, you can have them bent. Sorry, I should have said that before we started. So let's do it again. Let's hold it here and hold it for this one, because this is the starting one really. So we'll hold it here, pulling in that core for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sorry guys, I did that round the wrong way as well. I'm getting there. Forgive me. So we're taking those out now to the side. We're going to bring ourselves back round onto all fours, and we're going to do some Superman. Superman is a real Pilates classic, so we take the right hand out and if possible the left leg. Okay, so we're going to start, we'll just be holding the right arm out here, holding it there, keeping that core pulled in for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bringing that arm back down. Let's take the left arm out, so breathe in, pull in that core, and as you breathe out, hold that core tight and take the left arm out, looking down towards the mat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking that hand back down. Okay, now we're going to take it with opposite arm to leg. So we're taking our right arm out, we're taking our left arm out, and we're holding it here. We're pulling in that core. We've not got the leg really high. It should be in line with our, sort of spinal area. So we're in one long line here, and we're going to hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep breathing, holding the core, 2, and 1, coming back down. And when you're up as well here, don't just sort of like hang, really push the leg away, really push away with the arm, make them work. So we're going to take our left arm out and our right leg, and we're going to hold it here, pulling everything tight for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that back down. Okay, next from here, so you can either take it with one arm and you can come across to your knee, or you can take the left leg out and you can elbow to knee from here. So we're going to do 8 of those. You take your choice, so keeping that core pulled in, breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out through the mouth, you push the arm and the leg away, breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out, take elbow to knee for 8, 7, 6, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, 2, and 1. Pushing away and coming back down. So it's the breathing out, and breathing in, breathing out as we come in. So it's breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, squeezing the core. Left arm, right leg. Breathing in, and as you breathe,
Breathing out as you bring your elbow to knee. So breathing in as we push away, breathing out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, push away and coming back down. Amazing. Bring yourselves back round to seated. Just going to do a little bit of stretch work, so taking your legs nice and wide, taking your feet flexed, and we're just going to slide the right arm in our right leg. I'm just going to push it there just to open our shoulder across. So we feel the stretch here. You're going to feel it down your legs. You should feel it across the top of the back and the lower back. You might feel it down the whole spine. Just a little gentle stretch here, just pushing with your right arm into your right leg. And then releasing back up, taking your left arm into your left leg, and again pushing into that, and just turning to look up to the ceiling. Don't worry if you can't turn. Feel the stretch, feel the opening down the spine, and then coming back. And we're going to do something called saw. So we're taking our arms out in line with our shoulders, and then we come across and we take our right arm to our left leg. Now, if that's up here for you, that's absolutely fine. Don't try and force anything. And then we do it onto the opposite side. Just a little bit of stretching here, working. So the left arm goes behind as the right arm comes forward. Right arm goes behind as the left arm. Last one. And then last one onto the left. Coming back, amazing. Bringing the legs together, breathing in through the nose. As you breathe out through the mouth, bring yourself down. You're not going to be able to hold the core here, so you're going to just bring yourself down as far as you can over your legs. Don't worry if that's just here, but don't hang. Okay, we're bringing our chest towards our knees, and we're coming forward for a forward stretch, stretching the spine out. Come this way so you can see. Every breath in, you slightly rise up, and every breath out, you lower yourself further back down. Get to your point of comfort and just hold it. We're coming to the end of the practice now, so we're just stretching out, cooling down, allowing the heart rate to slow. Sitting yourself up, taking your left leg over your right, taking your right arm around your left leg, taking the left arm up into the air, swinging it round behind you, pushing into the floor, pushing yourself up, and then gently turning. Coming back to centre, take that on the other side, right leg across the left, taking your left arm around your right leg, pushing up, right arm into the air, spins round behind you, pushes into the floor, and then gently twist. And then come back to centre. So we're going to take ourselves down to the mat now, some final relaxation. So you can either come down from your side and roll onto your back, come down from the left if you have low blood pressure. If you're coming down with me, it's a nice seated position. Feet are firmly on the mat. You can hold behind your thighs as we did earlier to bring yourself down, or you can take your hands out in front using your breath, breathing in, pulling in the core, and as you breathe out through the mouth, you gently roll yourself down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the floor, and allow yourself to come down here. So we're going to do another full body stretch. If it's too much for you with your legs long, you can take your feet mat width apart and lock your knees together. Okay, that's kinder to the lower part of the spine. And as you stretch, like as we're stretching away with our legs, you're pushing your legs together, you're squeezing your glutes, and you're squeezing there as you push your arms away. So you take your choice of stretch, breathing in, pulling in that core, and as you breathe out, you hold the core tighter and you slightly push it down into the mat beneath you. You push your arms away, you push your legs away, and you're pushing, you're squeezing with the glutes, pushing away, gently, gently, and then releasing down. Taking your arms down by your sides, taking your feet now wider than hip width, and allow the feet to drop down. Taking your arms out to the side, palms facing upwards, and closing your eyes down now if you can. We're going to start to slow down. So we have our eyes closed, and we start to gently rock our head from side to side to release the neck out. Bring your head to centre, breathing in, pulling that core, and as we breathe out, hold the core tighter, squeeze the glutes, and just lift your head. Nothing else, shoulders are down, just the head, bringing it up, holding it there, breathing in, squeeze the core tighter, and as we breathe out, hold the core tight, allow the head to drop back down to the mat. When it gets there, release the core, release the head, and release the body. So allowing the feet to relax, all 10 toes, the soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, your heels, your ankles, your shins and your calves, knees, the front of the knees and the back of the knees, the thighs, the front of the thighs and the back of the thighs, both legs fully relaxed. Releasing your pelvis, your lower core, your glutes, your lower spine, your mid-spine and your belly, your upper spine and your chest. Allowing that whole spine to rest down, your torso being heavy into the mat beneath you. Releasing all 10 fingers, the backs of the hands, the palms of the hands, your wrists, the lower arms, the back of the lower arms and the front of the lower arms. The elbows, the back of the elbows and the front of the elbows. The upper arms, the back of the upper arm and the front of the upper arm. Both arms rested. And finally, the shoulders, release them, let them go. Your neck and your head. Let all the facial muscles relax down, your jaw, maybe parting your lips and removing the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release your cheekbones, your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows and your forehead. And the last thing to release is the top of your head. Your whole body still and rested, sinking deeper and deeper into the mat beneath you. Listen to the music. Listen to your breath. Keep focusing on your breath. Sinking deeper. Sinking deeper. Let's start to wake ourselves up now. So visualize the room that you're lying in. Listening to sounds that you can hear close by and then further away. Start to move the fingers and the toes. Gently wakening your body up. Taking a deeper breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. Bringing the feet up onto the mat when you're ready so that they're flat beneath you. And give them a gentle rock, window wipe them from side to side. Releasing out your lower spine, keeping the eyes closed down if you can. And then the legs are still. Taking the arms up, let's circle the wrists. One way, circling them the other. And then taking the hands down by your side, pushing into your feet, lifting your hips, hold your core, and shift the hips over to the right hand side as you roll yourself over onto your left. Making a pillow with your left arm, resting your head, freeing your lungs behind you, your spine that we've worked today, feeling free. Let's breathe into the lungs, big breath in through the nose, feel the lungs. Breathing out through the mouth, let that stale air go. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Then gently pushing yourself up to a seated position. Whichever is comfortable for you. You might want cross legs, you might want legs out in front of you. Getting yourself comfortable. Taking your hands out in front and rubbing them together, building up some heat. Build that heat right up. And then place them over your eyes. Gently blink your eyes open. And gently part your fingertips and bring your hands down over your eyes. Amazing, guys. Take a big breath in, breath out. Another big breath in. Take the palms together, bringing the palms down to your heart center. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, take a bow and give yourselves a clap. Well done, guys.